Finn's stomach rumbled as the golden morning light stretched across. He could still remember the sweetness of the grapes from last autumn, warm from the sun and bursting with juice. Then the breeze shifted, carrying a scent that made his heart skip. Finn followed his nose through the whispering grass, his paws light with excitement. There it was, the ancient vine, heavy with clusters of gleaming purple grapes. But the grapes hung high, like tiny purple stars just beyond his reach. He jumped, his body stretching as far as it could go, but his paws caught nothing but air. No matter, he thought, shaking the dust from his coat, I just need a better angle. He backed up, took a running start, and launched himself at the wall with all his might. He hit the stone harder than expected and tumbled back with a thud that echoed in his bones. Finn sat for a long moment, his tail wrapping around his paws, thinking. He spotted a flat rock and dragged it to the wall. This time, he'd have the high ground. He sprang from the stone, his teeth snapping shut just inches from the lowest cluster. So close he could smell their sweetness, yet the grapes remained untouched. The sun began its slow descent, and still Finn kept trying. One more time, his muscles screamed, but his heart refused to quit. He landed and didn't get up. They probably aren't even ripe, he muttered. Probably sour and full of seeds. He told himself he didn't want them anyway. But his stomach still growled, and the lie tasted worse than any sour grape. A sound made him stop, a small, fragile chirp. Beneath the wall, a tiny sparrow chick huddled, too small to fly back to its nest. Finn forgot his empty stomach. He forgot the grapes. He only saw someone who needed help. Carefully, Finn nudged the little bird onto a broad leaf. The grapes weren't for him, but maybe they could be for someone else. Finn jumped. And this time, he reached. Finn placed a single grape before the sparrow and watched the little bird eat. Then, cautiously, he took a small bite himself. They were sweet. They were perfect. He had been wrong. They aren't sour at all, he whispered to the sparrow. I just couldn't reach them. The sparrow chirped and nuzzled against his fur, and somehow, that was enough. The grapes were still high. But Finn no longer felt small. Come on, little one. Let's find your family. The parent sparrows chirped wildly as their little one tumbled safely home. Finn walked home under a blanket of stars, his belly full of grapes and his heart fuller still. He thought about the grapes, the wall, and the lie he almost believed. He learned that it's okay to want something you can't have, as long as you don't pretend you never wanted it at all. Sometimes we call things sour to protect our hearts, but the sweetest growth comes from admitting we wanted them, and learning to be okay anyway. What's something you've learned to let go of? Tell us in the comments, we'd love to hear your story.